What's up, everybody? As everybody loves Juju. 1, 2 Talk Soups. Welcome back. Hey, what's going on, Tulip? I didn't expect, for anyone necessarily to come up. I know y'all working and lurking while at work, but everybody gets to take a break, right? Everybody take this break. What's up, buddy? What's up, superstar? Yes. Hey. You see the title. It says the WNBA Rookie of the Month Appreciation for KiKi Iriafen. I don't see enough of it going on recognition from content creators. That's all. All content. This is for all content creators. But the day is not over, okay? No big deal. I'm nobody's mama. I'm not scolding anyone. I'm just saying, like, for as loud as the disrespect I feel at times has been for my Trojans, USC, and Coach Lindsay, and Juju Ball. I hear it all. KiKi this and not living up to that. Living up to what? You weren't even on KiKi until she won the Katrina McClain Award. And it was based on a game that she balled out against Iowa when Cam Brink fouled out. Everything was Cam Brink, Stanford. But KiKi had been there the whole time. 4 years she's played through, even played with bets. But you wasn't on no KiKi. But then you saw this. You saw the potential there. But KiKi's a grown woman. Okay, KiKi been a grown woman. She comes to the Trojans. She's playing for an offense that's pro style that has a whole lot more freedom than Stanford had. So it took some getting used to. Her and Juju didn't even get to play in the summer because Juju had something on her wrong with her finger. Okay, she couldn't play. She couldn't shoot. She couldn't play. You know how you play half court basketball. You get together with your teammates and so on and so forth. So chemistry had to be built. And then the beautiful thing that you guys don't really understand or know is Coach G put her in uncomfortable situations because she's thinking long term. So before I get all into all of this, let me just celebrate my girl, KiKi Iriafen, number 44 for the Washington Mystics. She was drafted at number 4. As you all remember, she was early on prediction to go as number 2, but a whole lot of trading and a whole lot of stuff went on that landed this player here, that player there, which to me, I didn't really mind KiKi playing behind if she were to go to Seattle as number 2. But at some point, there was a potential for me in my eyes based on one, as I didn't think that Paige was playing I didn't think she was playing National Player of the Year caliber ball. But it's no slight to her because it's a team game and she basically won the championship, right? And that's a whole nother conversation with her winning the championship, but I'm gonna leave that alone. But KiKi, and there's a little beef, Twitter beef going on, just a little bit, on X when it comes to my Trojan buddies, and when we say no slight to Paige, what we're saying is Paige is the number 1 draft, historically the number 1 draft pick wins Rookie of the Year. But there's Rookie of the Week, there's Rookie of the Month, there's Western Conference, Eastern Conference. There's enough for everybody to get an opportunity, just like Angel and Caitlin. They were going back and forth. Even Angel actually got Player of the Week out of the whole league once in the Eastern Conference. So, cut it out with trying to say that somebody is just a lockdown. It's all about how your game fits when you come into the league. Okay. So she's been awesome. Thank you. Yes, Bear Beauty. So who's the rookie of the year so far? Obviously that means that she has an edge. How much of an edge? I don't know. Paige has been better. She's just missing those game shots. William Allen said. Hey, let me tell you something about Paige. Ordinarily, what up, Nikki Way? Ordinarily, you can have a performance. Paige had a hell of a performance. I don't even know if y'all remember because you're not even using this in an argument. Paige had a 46 game. What was it? 46 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 blocks. Something crazy, right? But that's just one game. What the argument for me is, and you know, everyone wants to talk efficiency, but as soon as a system becomes efficient, like KiKi, which she had like an 82% shooting percentage yesterday, she had a 75% in another game. She's averaging probably around 47-50% field goal percentage. So don't talk about percentage because efficiency, because we got somebody who's hella efficient, right? William and Mary, I asked Paige, may I ask why Paige over KiKi? What's the separation? Hey Juju, why ask Paige over KiKi? Yeah, what's the separation that separate? What would have separated Paige from KiKi? Hey, I don't know what they totally were looking at, but I'm gonna give you my, for me, what I think. But for KiKi winning Rookie of the Month. And I think that, like, if you look at, like, this Paige is in first in a lot of rookie categories, right? And second in another. And then KiKi is like first. But KiKi's like in categories that rank overall in the league. Okay. Which is crazy. She's doing the damn thing. And that's my point. KiKi's stats are like, what stands out for, here it is. Here's what stands out for me with KiKi is the fact that KiKi has played Olympians, All-Stars, NCAA champions, number one ranked rookies, right? And she's held her own. Matter of fact, she's been better. Let's give you an example. She's gone up against Boston twice. Her stats and her play outplayed Aaliyah Boston. She goes up against New York, and she has to go up against John Quill and Breonna Stewart, which is a tall task. And the last time they played, her coach wasn't there. Okay, so she goes up against BG over in Atlanta Dream. Tell me if I'm missing anybody. Oh, Asia. Oh, please. Asia tried to punk her. Alyssa Thomas tried to punk her. She came right back with it. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. The competition is more that she's facing day in and day out. The best in the league, heads up, forward wise. I got to see her against Nafisa Collier and Angel Reese. That'll be great, right? She's toe to toe right there, if not better, scoring. Like maybe she has more points or she has more rebounds. So, in my opinion, for this month, come on right out the back, come on right out of college. Boom. She has to face these giants in our league. And she's outplaying them, staying right with them. Her game is smooth. It's like everything came together. The things that she's doing are no different than what they were at USC. But the ball is falling. Another thing I love that, hey, Jamie Hodges, I love KiKi's game. It's patient, it's polished, it's poised. She's shooting the midi when it's contested. And see, that's the difference that I keep trying to scream out on my screen, is that if you're waiting for a wide open, I do better with a contested shot either, because it helps me adjust the height of my vertical and the height of, that I shoot from the top of my head. Look at KiKi's arms are getting stronger already. She shoots from the top of her head, something that we're trying to get Angel to realize and stop shooting from here. Stop shooting from here. I mean, there's times when you're going to scoop it and everything, but even when you scoop it, it should be from the top of your head. Watch the difference between her and Angel. Watch the difference, from a lot of players. and KiKi in that position. You know what I'm saying? They shoot from the top of there. All the best are up here. And it takes time for that muscle memory and your shoulders to be squared and your elbow to be in, or whatever it might be. It's got to get from the top of your head. Watch how KiKi's doing that already. Because you're not gonna get wide open things. Her footwork, immaculate. Patience, patience. You expect first year people to rush their shot or defensively to go for the pump fake. Look at Camilla, still getting pump fake. Boston punks her every time. Camilla Cardoso still going for pump fakes. This is the player that you played against in and out in practice that knows that, okay, this is what you were doing in college, but you're a pro now. Why are you still going for a simple pump fake and letting Aaliyah go around you? You know what I'm saying? Like, her intelligence. One, KiKi's got 2 degrees. She studied at Stanford. USC is no slouch of a university academically either. You know what I'm saying? Probably an academic All-American. This basketball IQ. And the crazy thing is, KiKi didn't really start playing basketball seriously till like the 8th grade, she said. And I can see that when she plays, right? That I feel like her body is still being molded and she's still soft. William Allen, I got an opinion on KiKi, but I know y'all going to criticize me. Say it, William. What is your opinion? Because right now, whatever criticisms you have for KiKi is your thoughts and it's subjective, but it also could be warranted because we're talking about a rookie. We're talking about a rookie. So whatever she's lacking, and I compare it to these players that have been in the league 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12 years, you can't say nothing about the girl. You can't say nothing. You can't really say nothing. But she doing all of this. Footwork is perfect. Love the mid-range. Juju said her game will be WNBA rated. Juju said it. Juju know me. Let me tell you something. Juju's like, she said, KiKi makes my life easier. She said, I just got to throw it to her and I just let her go. She know it. She knows it. KiKi had to know it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. Let me tell you, as a basketball player, from my standpoint, as a former basketball player, once a basketball player, always a basketball player. It's like 2 different games going on. You got the backcourt of guards, and then you got this front court game. So when I'm playing as a guard, it's like, for me, it's like a game within a game. Okay, when somebody like KiKi gets the ball, and if she's allowed to face up, then it's a whole nother game going on. It's her against wings, centers, forwards, small forwards, right? You're turning. Once she turns and she looks up, now she becomes the point. Okay, she becomes a facilitator. She can operate as, how do you want to go, Keith? Do you want to pull it from the top of your head right there? Do you want to drive past the person in front of you? Do you want to back in? Do you want to do a give and go? Do you want to do a high-low? It's like 2 different games in my eyes that are going on. I played both positions. That's why I know. I've been a center. And when I say center, I'm talking about high school. Center, I've been a power forward. I've been a small forward. I've been for some reason, I didn't really like small forward because I don't really want to have the ball that much. But, and 2 and a little bit of 1, right? So, Paige had like I said, Paige had this crazy game, right? But then throughout the rest of it, she's just average. She's just Paige. Out of all the rookies, even Sonia Citron, she's got a difficult spot because they can double her, they can triple her, but so can they do that with KiKi, but they haven't yet. There's a lot of movement that Sonia Citron does. Moving around that she does that I like. And then defense, she's playing defense. So between those 3, those are the top 3. KiKi's midi has improved from USC to the WNBA Game 1 of the WNBA to Game 6. I agree. Hello, folks. KiKi Iriafen, Rookie of the Year. Okay, there you go. Chicago Set of the Year. She's throwing it out there. Of course, I'm going to throw that out there, but I think there's some things that for Paige that hinders her without putting down, the franchise player. It's going to be hard to make everybody happy over there, and for the wings, the franchise player may need to sit. Just like on Washington Mystics, you need to give KiKi more minutes and stop worrying about her getting 2 fouls. She knows how to play with fouls. We've done this with her where I think Juju fouled out more times than KiKi has. I don't even know if KiKi fouled out last year. Sydney Johnson, you need to trust her. She's not going to foul out. Stop sitting her down. And then she got iced out in the fourth quarter where she could have had 20 and 10 easily. No, she didn't even touch the ball. You have Slim doing too much by herself, running into a zone trying to score. No picks, no screens, no nothing. When you got people to pass the ball to, such as Citron and KiKi. Stephanie Dolson was in there too long. If she's not producing, take them out. It's just not the right matchup. They could have won that game. There's no reason that Fever should have won yesterday. None. No chance of unanimous. Paige, KiKi, and Sonia are all playing great. True. Hey, Brazil. KiKi is not all that. She's okay. You talking about KiKi like she's Sarah Strong, somebody a superstar. Oh, I am. I definitely am superstar. I definitely am. I'm definitely talking like she's a superstar. And you're not going to compare a freshman, first year in college at this point to KiKi Iriafen, who's a rookie of the month in the WNBA. Sarah Strong, she did really well, but they were both battling against each other. She scored on Sarah just as much as Sarah scored on her. And bottom line, Sarah was doing her thing, but day in and day out. Don't compare Sarah Strong that fast to her. Let her get a couple of Katrina McLean awards, or she gonna try to go for the Cheryl Miller Award. I don't know. I don't think Gottlieb utilized her well. Better in the W. Nah, I think you missed the whole point of what she did at USC and how important she was and how utilized she was. KiKi got to play in different positions that's helped her that she never would have had a chance to do at Stanford. That outside midi that you love so much, that's coming from USC. The fact that she's can guard a player that takes her out of the paint, that's USC. The fact that she can guard a 6'7" like Lauren Betts day in and day out as much as she can, along mainly we let Clarice and Rhea do it, but when she did get stuck on her, she did it. Or she had to take a faster player that maybe that was 6 feet or 6'1". She did that too. And all of that, and and she got an opportunity. She missed those shots, but she got an opportunity to perfect it for the league. Okay, she ran the floor really well. We put her at the top of the defense sometime, like Rhea does. She sprinted, and I think she brought that from Stanford. Sprinting the floor in transition, and Drew rewarded her for that. Got plenty of clips can show you that. So there's nothing you can say that we did that we did wrong, and I'm saying we because I'm a USC diehard. That was done wrong at USC. You can't do that. Some of the stuff that you're seeing, she learned and got a chance to do. Howdy, Milky. Slowed down at one point he slowed the offense down. You talking about Sydney Johnson? And I was so bothered by that Bear Beauty. I saw him trying to do that, but it stayed in one person's hand too long. I can't remember if it was Jade or Slim. Superstar, she's holding her own. She's holding her own against some of the best bigs ever to play in the league in her first month of being a pro. Very impressive. Superstar. So you don't even understand. You don't even understand what she's accomplished playing the top teams, playing top players in her position, And we're still got a couple of more to go, and that's really just feet. She's played all the top players in her position, and none of them are taking her to school. She's responding right back. So please don't compare her to no freshman. And she was better than Boston. The game before Brazil, you got to check that one out too. Keep dosing it. He kept dosing it, yes, way too long. Slim was doing too much. Winnable game for them. Exactly, Jamie. Straight up. Superstar said Kiki should be glad that she in NW because to me she don't even belong there. Okay, now you're talking silly now. Now you're really talking silly. That sounds really silly. Superstar, you can't even you talking real silly. Kiki is way better than AB. Straight up, Chicago. Straight up. I wanted to see it again. You know what I mean, Chicago? I wanted to see her again just to see what Boston, got going on. But Boston act like she can't play without Cece, and she got to be better than that. She got to be able to play with whoever's on the court. You can't just be stuck and glued to Cece. That's not how this league is going to work. So you saying that Kiki's better than Sarah Strong, Juju? Hell yeah, I'm saying that. What do you got to prove? Kiki was 18-9. 18-9. That's her average. 18-9 in college. I mean, in this year. I don't know what her career is, but she's 18-9. She can dunk. She's way more athletic than Sarah in terms of that. Can Sarah dunk? Okay, I didn't think so. She needed USC before going to the W. She did, and I'm a USC fan. Don't stop the cap. She needed USC. If you saw the way Stanford played her, in and out. She touched somebody down, sit down. But she never could get in a rhythm over there. She's in and out. Like Sarah, like Tara was just doing whatever. Keeping her like, you can only stay here from in the free throw, nail, post, back up to the elbow. That's all you can do, Kiki. I don't want you stepping out. I want you ever shooting a three. I've never seen none of that stuff. So what are you talking about? He crazy, Mickey Way. I don't know what's wrong with him. Kiki did nothing when they played against you. Nothing? Nah. She did a lot against UConn. And UConn barely beat us. You never gonna blow us out. You're not even gonna blow us out next year. You didn't blow us out, Juju, freshman year. You didn't blow us out when you won this year. You didn't blow us out. You ain't blowing us out. You can blow all the other teams, but the team we had, you wasn't blowing. UConn wasn't blowing USC out. Then you better be glad that Juju wasn't on the court. That's a given, and everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. Homeboy, I don't give a damn what your Sarah Strong did. You wasn't gonna stop Juju Watkins. Who's gonna stop Juju Watkins? And wasn't nobody on that team. AB not being able to function without CC to me is on the coaches. Yeah, it might be on the coaches, right? They don't run the same plays for her. There were literally no high pick and rolls last night. No, but nobody runs that like her and CC. Brazil? I mean, I don't know what's so hard about it. I mean, I think if you tried to run it with Colson, she's not really a threat like CC would be. And they just got Ari, so let's see if they got a pick and roll with her that way. Kelsey Mitchell, maybe? I don't know. I don't know why they don't run that play when CC's not in the game. Anybody should be able to do that. Hey, Plain Jane. Kiki is definitely better than Sarah right now. She has a very high ceiling out, but allow her to grow, please. She's a baby. Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm trying to say. Plain Jane. As a freshman with a national champion, I don't care. What has she got individually? She's got a national championship. But that's a team thing. Kiki done nothing. She don't have any rings. Oh, here we go with the ring. What she got individually? What Sarah got individually? Gino has fingers crossed every time he plays. He does. He has some Plain Jane. He has his fingers crossed, and he'll admit it. He and he's been like a mentor, sort of to Coach G. It was a matchup thing. They didn't match up. It's all about matchup. They didn't match up well to us. We matched up better against so many teams, and teams that we didn't even get to play. Our matchup and our size, and we got the same thing going this time. Paige went 22 and 22 when Juju was on the court. PB had a bad shooting night. She did, because we were speeding her up, and she had Juju on her sometimes, and when she tried to take the shot, and trust me, Paige shoots from the top of her head. Juju's just like, give me that, going in another direction. I agree. That's the hole in CeCe's game. She can't create her own shot. Yeah. She's trying. Trolls will be trying too hard. Thank you, Tulip. Thank you. You trolling, bro. Don't push Sarah out there like that so fast. I'm excited to see Kiki versus more mobile motor bigs like Hamby. Oh yeah, forgot about that. So I need to see her. I need to see her play. Yes, I need to see her play Hamby, Fee, and Angel. Yeah, that's what I need to see. I need to see that. Miko said, most welcome. The WNBA is rigged. He says it's rigged. Sarah Page has a chip because of Juju's absence, and anyone who thinks any different is delusional. Hey, plain Jane. Hey. Tulip, me too. I wonder if Angel can shut her down. I think it'll be good. See, the thing is with Angel, she's gonna bump. She'll have her hands out. She's gonna bump. She's gonna hand out. But as soon as Kiki fades and she does the dirk on her, Angel can't block that. You understand? Picture. Remember what I said? And she's gonna spin and she's gonna fade on Angel, and she's gonna put the knee up. She's gonna do the dirk on Angel. Angel Reese. And then when she spins and she gets the rebound, when they battling for rebound, you know, Angel, my girl with the boards, right? But what Kiki does, Kiki gonna get position first, and then trying to go back up is gonna be pretty difficult. But we're gonna see how Angel attempts to contain, because they're both, Kiki's smart. Angel knows how to get positions. She anticipates very well. She's one of the best rebounders, is the best rebounder in the league. So if she gets it, so that and Kiki doesn't get the offensive boards, cool. If Kiki stops her from getting the offensive boards, cool. If it cancels each other out, then Kiki's ahead, because Angel should be dominator on that spot, on that part. But when it comes to and Angel can play defense. I love her defense, but I just think that Kiki's a little bit more patient, and she can get the ball on the move and go straight to the hole. So Monka says that Angel is too strong for Kiki. We'll see. With my Nigerian queen, who's the strongest? We'll see. Angel Reese versus Kiki will be great. It'll be great. Angel's too strong. Monka said Angel's too strong. I think Kiki's stronger. Do you know work with Carrington on her defense? Do you know? Do I know who worked with Carrington on her defense? What do you mean by that? Who worked with her? Kiki? Offense. I don't know. No, I meant offense. Oh, do you know work? I don't know. I know she need to work on her offense, though. Angel kept trying to force the ball up against Nalissa and kept getting it blocked. If Nalissa can block it, damn. Hopefully she learned from that. But she kept doing that in New York, too, and I thought she learned. Sometimes Angel's, ego gets in the way. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about Kiki. She can feel and she can look, and she won't force it like that. And she'll kick it out. And that's what, after that incident that happened, and then the next game, everybody was watching how Kiki was Kiki was patient and kicking it out and reloading. Angel started to do that. And that made everything open up for everybody, because I was like, why wouldn't Ariel, if I'm a guard and I see what's going on with my player and I can see all the people surrounding her, I get in her vision, I come and get it, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I would do to get that ball from her, to help her, to let her know, bounce it out. I'm gonna get it. Kiki's a beast. She'll shut Angel down. Blacks. I'm a pin what Black said. Kiki has a stronger core and more control. She moves with a purpose. But I love my girl Angel. She's growing her bag as well. She's growing her bag as well. Don't I? Like, I'm never gonna put her down. You know, that's my girl, right? I got this on right now. Unapologetically me. But my new shirts, I was just waiting for Kiki to do something. She did enough for me now. So I'm gonna break out with my Trojan KiKi and my Mystic KiKi. It's about time. She's earned it from me. What up, Kayla? Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like and that subscribe. Thank you for coming in and making a comment. I've seen a couple of people I don't know, Blacks, Monka. Hit that subscribe button for me, if you will. Come back and talk more with us. I just wanted to light this up for you guys on your break, because I haven't seen enough content creators talking about how well KiKi Iriafen is doing, and how she is made Rookie of the Month. That's big. That's big stuff, because, you know, people just automatically, you know, ran away with page this, page that, and it's like same way they was trying to do with Player of the Year, and I'm like, hold up. Juju Watkins was runner up behind Caitlin Clark, meaning if Caitlin Clark had not been in the league, Ju would have been Player of the Year. I think more so because she did so well on defense, steals, and blocks and shooting. Caitlin was good at assists and shooting, but Caitlin took her team twice to the national championship. So I gave that to her. I was like, okay, you got National Player of the Year, plus your leading scorer. But that don't always mean anything, as we see Latson was not going to be Player of the Year. But so same thing. You know, we see Paige Beckers, and that's the thing. You know, what you got on your resume and what you've done over time sometimes can carry on and keep carrying on with you into the pros. So no matter what you do, we just know your greatness. We know what you can do. So certain things are just handed. So I was really proud of the committee of the voters, or however, whoever voted on that, the coaches wise, that took a look at overall about KiKi Iriafen and Paige. And I would love to know what went into that they selected her. Like, was it very close, or was it like, oh no, it wasn't close at all? You know, Eastern Conference, I think Fee was the West Coast Player of the Month, and Alicia Gray was Eastern Player of the Month. Don't sleep on Angels defense, though. No, Jeff. No, I said that. Absolutely not. I said her defense. I love her defense. I don't care who she goes up against, especially players that are like more her height and size, not centers. Even though she don't care, she'll battle a center. I just said Kiki's going to spin on her and do the dirt fadeaway on her. If that's how she's going to score. Not a putback. When we're talking about like when they going at it, like, you guys outside it, like inside the post, or outside, right outside the paint, right there, about 15 feet. She on Dirk on her ass. Watch. Angel was the most blocked player last year. No, Angel has that greatness in her, and she was only blocked a lot like that because a lot of it she shouldn't try to go back up with until she gets a bag where she has better, you know, footwork around the rim. With the bigs. See, Juju Rakia shut down all the BS speculation. She's ready to ball against Paige in a couple of days. Yeah. Talking about Rakia, you know, I think she was feeling some kind of way. Like, dude, she said, I suffered a concussion. She said, I woke up the next day, and that's when she noticed like something's off. So obviously they checked her pupils and they checked her eyes, and you know, she said never experienced anything like that. It kind of scary. It kind of threw her off a bit. Were we speculating things? Sure we were. I think certain players are more sensitive, and they have a sense of entitlement. But you know, I know Magic Johnson over there. He's the type of owner that's like, whether you're a vet or not, when these rookies come in the league, they're gonna play their ass off, because he was that type of guy. Like, he had to go through that with Norm Nixon, you know, where it's like, okay, you're the vet, You've been holding down, but I'm here now, and I'm going to compete for that spot. And that's the way it should be, because it keeps the vets on their toes. It creates a healthy competition, and it gets the best out of each player. That you get the best player on the court. So as far as I'm concerned, whether you are Enrique Ogumawale, Rakia Jackson, or anybody that is the so-called star of a team, if Kiki or Sony come onto the Mystics, and there's a Secure, and then there's a Aaliyah Edwards, and then I don't know who. I don't think there was any competition for Sony to go up against. But when you got somebody in your position, it's nothing personal. It's like, I'm playing my game, and I'm playing hard. I'm playing hard to get minutes, and I'm playing hard to like Harry McDonald said something was really good. She was like, I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give me an opportunity, I'm meeting that with my preparation, and I want to take advantage of this opportunity. And if it means I got to take somebody's backup spot, whatever it takes, I got to eat. I need to get paid. Like, this is my dream. This is my job. It's survival of the fittest out here. And so, yeah, until the new CBA contract changes and you add more players to the roster, it's dog or be dogged. She has a bad habit as far as shooting. She does. And so, my thing with Rakia is, I think she's feeling a little kind of way because the vet who always got to, your vet's should take on a rookie and mentor that rookie. Now, the rookie is Sarah Ashley Barker, because not only do I see what KP sees, I see potential in Sarah Ashley Barker. And you just got to build up confidence. And unfortunately, Rakia never had that. She never had that vet take her under the wing and do that. But you got to open yourself up to that as well. And you can't walk around with your nose in the air all hasty diddy like I'm the shit. Woo, 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 woo. And you ain't doing nothing. Reddit Milky Way, I told you, don't get your hopes up. Kia and Cam are the future for LA. We'll see. Everybody keeps talking about Rakia, but you got to show me. Like, nobody stopped her from not making those shots that I saw her pulling a gang of shots not falling. Like, you are not the number one option to where I'm going to get you the ball so many times to let you get warmed up. You need to shoot before practice, and after games. Because if you think the team got all day to wait for, we got Machine Gun Kelsey Mitchell, Plum already. So you need to get your own shots up. Sarah is a dog. Once it start falling, she'll be a great two-way player. I love her off the bench. Me too. But I seen her start too, Tulip. But I like her off the bench too. Now that Barker has her new kicks from Saab, she'll be up in her game. Right. Exactly. So we got this thing on Twitter, like, UConn fans, chill out. When we say we love Paige, but hey, Kiki is da-da-da-da, we're just wanting to say, it's like, we know what the expectation is that Paige is going to be plenty, but she out with a concussion. You missed some games. You had a one big great game, but like I said, you ain't shut nobody down, or outplay somebody in your position. And how are you impacting, wins of your team? Brick City. Richard Jackson is just in the wrong spot. I think you're saying Rakia. She should be a model or play tennis. Oh, God. She need to put some more weight on, though. She's too skinny. Okay, Brick. Rakia got comfortable being pretty in L.A. When I seen how she dressed when she hosted the... I was wondering how her being from the country was going to adapt to our environment in Los Angeles. And I said, she don't go for all that glitz and glamour, because it ain't all that you expect it to be. Juju, Burton, Ty Harris, what do you think is better? Burton or Ty Harris? gonna say Burton. Tyra should be, but she's not. Yeah, Jackson. Breaks at Break City. Who is Richard? Who is Richard? I don't know. I think he met Rakia Brazil. Caitlin Clark is the GOAT. Right on, hit that subscribe button. Caitlin with a K. Clark with a C. Jeff, what are you talking about? Quit the Kia slander. She'll be great. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like this. I feel like Kiki's gonna have a fantastic year. Paige is gonna warm up like she always does towards the end. The players who I thought this year were just nothing but role players are going to be significant. Significant. The class is better than I thought. I have to just admit it. This class is better than I thought. I thought this class was a bunch of role players, but they actually could be stars on our team. But people like Kiki are going. What's going to happen is next year, it's gonna be tough for her because film is going to be out. Just like Angel. Angel and them got a chance to, and Clark got the chance to do a whole lot to the players in the league with the time that they were given because there was no film. Those WNBA players ain't watching college players. Not one bit. They don't pay attention to college and popping to the championship. And college players don't watch enough WNBA players at all. They don't even have time. Basically. In the summer, they might be taking classes in the summer. They might be working out in the summer, recovering in the summer, enjoying their summer. They go to some games, they watch a little bit, but they're not really studying tendencies. They're not really studying who they're going to be up against and looking at little intricacies and things like that they're going to need when they get to the league. No one's watching the league like that when they're in college. So once they get film on the players out of college that are dominating in their second year, they're going to be shut down a little bit. And unless they come up with a new bag. That's what I like about Asia Wilson. I think every year she came back with something new. And if she hadn't done that, I wasn't impressed with her like that. But what I was impressed with her was her diligence and her diligence and determination to be the best and to improve her craft. She took it serious. Milky Way said, how can Caitlin Clark be your GOAT when you can't even spell her name? I don't even know what that was about. Brazil, that's exhaustion. That's an exhaustive point. UCLA, OU b-ball fan. Iowa. Yeah, I hear you, Brazil. James Pierce. Hey, who do you think will get an MVP first, Clark or Reese? That's a great question. That's a great question, James Pierce. Chat, who do you think will get an MVP first, Clark or Reese? That's a great question. I think about that stuff too, because inevitably I believe that it will happen. And we're talking about it. It doesn't even matter if we're talking this 10 years down the line or whatever, right? I think that's a great question. Somebody answer that before I do. No, Juju, I meant the chat, not you. Oh, okay. Juju, what is your opinion on how Chris is coming along as a coach? I think Chris is a lot like Nola Henry in terms of how veterans are going to react to him as well. But the new generation will love Chris. The new generation that's going to be coming along in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, Chris is a good coach for them. He coaches like the way this generation Y, Z want to be coached. But the X generation, they can't really get with his tone, his soft voice, his laid back, his kind of easygoing nature. Like that's not their style. And they don't realize that they really do need a gentle parent. And he's like that. But he's also trying to get them to understand and use their brain and not so much their physicality and athleticism is all important, but the majority of the game is up here, in the mental, and he's appealing to that. And a lot of players, that's why they just play they get the ball, they don't even think. Like somebody said, KiKi moves with intentionality, like with purpose. Like she makes a decision and she intends to do this, and then she doesn't freak out in the middle of it if it's not going in her best. You don't see her do something like swing the ball, try to draw a foul. You don't see all that craziness. It's just like, I'm going. If it's a foul on me, it's on me. If it's on them, it's on them. But I intend to get to the basket the best way that I know how, and adjust on the way to getting there. And a lot of players, they just go for the okey doke and just try to like, I messed up. What do I do now? No, that's why you see the ball flying out, them trying to draw without flopping and all that, because you wasn't even ready for what was the unexpected. You weren't even ready for that. You just willy-nilly doing something. Rakia can't handle LA. I like how she had them hotties out when she hosted. That was a little bit too much. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know about LA being out like that, though. I got you, biddies. I figured that's what you meant. Pink slip pending, man bun. No, I mean, they said that about Noah Henry, and she ended up winning it all. This class had more players that were day one ready. Exactly. Something that we didn't see. Day one ready, right, Brazil? Like, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. And why does everybody keep talking bad about the Sky? They don't have the talent. They only have Cardoso and Reese. They need to surround them with pieces. That's the only problem. No, I like the Sky. I like the Sky. And they were talking bad about Tyler Marsh, too. I think you guys got to give teams time to gel and to get chemistry and to trust each other and the coach and to trust the system. It takes time. They have what it takes, but people like Sloot not being aggressive, holding the ball too long, trying to control everything with the dribble. Ariel not seeing herself as the number one option. She should be the go getter. Like, you are the superstar, Ariel. Like, when the players busted up and it's chaos, we need you to get with it, get busy. Like, what's up? Like, stop trying to build around Cardoso if her mind is not ready or she's not mature enough to be the number one option. And some days she is going to be, and sometimes she isn't. It's like, you can't say, this is not South Carolina Gamecocks where it's like, we're inside and out. That's it. Don't try to change me. Boom, boom. This is why we win. No. Whatever, you're going to have many different looks, but you're going to keep the main thing. You're going to have many different looks. You can be 4 guards, 1 center, 3 guards, 2 centers, 2 forwards, 3 guards, 3 forwards, 2 guards. Like, whatever a coach puts out there, based on who they're playing, we're going to keep the main thing, which is to win and get the ball in the basket and to play together. And so, and to have each other's back. So, give Tyler Marsh time. I like Rebecca Allen. I always have. She needs to get her mind in the game. She had been injured for a while. Ariel Atkins, go off like you used to. Go. You can do it. Don't just play your game. Play your game. Angel, trust your training. Put the shot up. If they back off you and you're open, take a step in and shoot it. Get the ball moving. They just got to trust one another. Reason is because they basically give Sonia Citron to someone else by not keeping a number 3 pick. I think what you're saying, Brazil, a lot of people are mad that they didn't take Sonia Citron. I don't know that Sonia Citron will look as good as she does with the Sky. She has a very, I want to say academic game, but she has a very like IQ type of give and go game. I don't know who is going to play with her like that. It's like we got a lot of fundamental kids coming in from college, trying to mix in with a lot of players that seem to have forgot their fundamentals, like give and goes, read and react. Like some of these pros, maybe they weren't even that good to even do that. But some of the kids that have been playing and they seem to be of a different generation. They already know what to do before they do it. Like Sony and Kiki, they never even play with each other. And they react like and play off each other so well. Different generation. Well, the MVP first, not only because CC will get the MVP first, not only because the league will rig it, but also because Angel's game doesn't really show up on stat sheet. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's interesting, Milky Way. Okay. On the other channels, they talking about them losing a lot of games, and look what the roster they got on there. They have Cardoza and Reese. No other body else can help them out. I think they got players. They got enough players to be competitive, and you know, it doesn't. It's all about effort. Anybody can play defense. You know. Then when you go on Key to Sports, she act like she's so surprised that Chicago's losing like this, and they don't have the talent. They only have Cardoza and Reese, and they have to surround them with pieces. Yeah. Look, you can take a what did they call it? The merchant, like TCU did. You can take a bunch of transfer portals and people that are nobodies, and as long as they play together, as long as they play unselfish basketball, they can beat anybody. They can beat any number one team and not be full of a superstar. Because you can have all those superstars, but it doesn't mean they're going to play together well when it counts, because you got to compete with egos. So Tulip, these misogynistic men are annoying for real. Like, we're all grown. Don't worry about what Rakia is wearing. I didn't want to say it, Milky Way, but you did. Bro, I mean, this is the time when you should reveal anything that your body is banging. The teams you guys should talk about, and no one really talk about them, is the Atlanta Dream. I agree. I like the situation. I agree with that, Brick City. I agree with that. Atlanta Dream. Atlanta Dreams. Atlanta Dream is in fourth place. Atlanta Dream with Alicia Gray, Ryan Howard. I love Nia Coffey. I love BG. I love who else do they have, you guys, that I missed? Tell me in the chat who else did I miss. But that combination of team, of what they got going on over there, and the fact that I think Ryan Howard has like finally heard my cry with her and her play skills. You don't need both of them throwing up threes, and when you're already like 3-12, it's like you keep shooting a three. Like, stop, Ryan. Take your big ass in there and drive. Take your big ass out there as your guard. You know, that's what I crazy about. What drives me crazy about people 6'2" and 6'3" that want to call themselves an off guard or shooting guard. How much more dominant you guys could be against. Like, I had to play. I was a shooting guard, but on defense, I played against the point guards. I'm 5'8". Most of the point guards in my day were like, and in my division were like 5'6", 5'5", and stuff like that. So, and then when I go back to on offense to shooting guard, a lot of the best shooting guard or the shooting guards will be like 5'10" and above. So it was cool because I like driving on big girls, driving right into their body for one, and then powering up on them, drawing an and one. But that, you know, being as tall as Ryan is and guarding Kaylin was the best move they could have done. They don't watch Shoot for, that's why. Jew, I'm technically, I really like that you said something about Atlanta Dream, and I agree. Atlanta Dream is a sleeper. They're really playing good basketball. But I think I want to throw another team in there, Brick City. I'm going to throw in no one at all. They talk about Atlanta, but no one at all has any kind of love, any type of talk or channel about Phoenix Mercury. I have no idea. Not one. No one, not one talks about Phoenix Mercury. So here we are. We're going to do it. Technically unofficial links, man. Beaver Links and Aces. Okay, I'm falling out of love with the Aces. I know I am too, low-key. That's funny, RC. They have Atkins. You said Atkins, and I think Milky Way was at a conversation earlier about Ariel. Ariel's going to get hot, don't worry. See, Juju, I told you about Gabby. She's carrying Seattle. I know you did. You did. And I just wasn't feeling Gabby last year, but I was feeling her over Jules, so don't even worry about that. Now they got another allegation against Seattle. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a sec. I'm not sure how often you come to this channel, but all teams are discussed here. Thank you, Brazil. Thank you, Juju, for real. They don't even try to fix Angels mechanics. You know, and see, this is my thing. If you want to add players to the team, obviously you add 15 players. A lot of players are not going to get time. They're not going to get a lot of time, but that's okay because I feel like you should always have at least 15, but you got to have a developmental coach. There's a lot of guys out there that really know their stuff that for the summer, I don't understand why they wouldn't take a job working for a WNBA team. But also, it's up when you're a pro, it's your responsibility on your time to hire an outside trainer or a developmental coach to work with you. You got to be willing to put in that time. You got to be willing to meet with them, study film, study your habits, and to train with, whether it be 2 times a week at least, and then take what they've taught you into the game. You got to have your own developmental coach. But I think a team should have one, and I think every WNBA player that wants to get better needs to have their own, okay? Because there's a lot of things that are lacking that even as casual viewers or former players are able to pick out and look at and see what's wrong with mechanics, okay? So Angel needs to stop hesitating. I know that's what KiKi did. That's what KiKi did when she got to USC. I think she thought that it wasn't okay to shoot when you're wide open, even if it was the first pass of the game. You're wide open, shoot it. They didn't do that at Stanford, so she was like, "Oh, do I shoot?" So it's hard to break habits, okay? You know, if Caitlin keeps missing games, she's going to be disqualified from the race, MVP race. Oh, we never said that was going to happen this year. We just said overall who will be the first. We ain't talking about this year. And she better be careful that she better hurry up and get it before Juju and them come. Maybe, she's the type of person that will get it like in 3 years when Juju's here or Juju's second year or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like while she's getting acclimated to the league, then that group of 2020 class is going to be looking at trying to dominate. But I don't know. It's going to be hard. KiKi going to be in that conversation. You talk about Angel. Them post players are going to be, B's still trying to get hers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how too many guards. You look at Alicia Gray, like she could get one. You know what I'm saying? If Reinhardt tries hard enough, she could get one. So I don't know, y'all. They just don't have the talent you need to cut everybody and just leave Reese and Cardoso and just rebuild. Ooh, damn. Just cut everybody. Palomar sucks. I mean, God, he can only work with what he has. And then you say cut everybody, right? You say cut everybody. And go get who? Who? You going to do like Natalie Nakasi, who I like, from Vaux, who I'm supposed to be going to see a game this weekend. I'm supposed to be watching the Aces play the Vaux up here in San Francisco. So you're going to go get some international players? Yeah, pretty much. Because we're just sick of what talent that we have. Everyone's like, well, there's this talent and that. Well, who is not playing that should be playing? And please, don't go get South Carolina, because at the end of the day, this season coming up for the Gamecocks, they still won't win a national championship with the new roster. That's Brick City said. The Rooks, we don't even know what Maddie Westball and Acefield can do yet. How about this? You say we don't even know what Maddie and HVL could do. Chris is pissing me off because he's not playing JJ Quinterly and Isaiah Zaza James enough. Talk about that. And then my kid, Rhea Marshall over in Connecticut, she gets in 9 minutes, 9 points, or plus 9. With rebounds and steals and blocks and things like that. Like, Like, look at the stat paper and notice who you should be playing more of and put them in the game. You're losing anyway. TCU recruitment was akin to looting a senior citizen's home. I'm kidding. Don't man me. No. I was okay with it. I was okay with it because he had the right idea. I see where he was going with it, Brazil. He had me. I had them as a sleeper going all the way. If they could have put their senior citizen brain together. Oh, that was the other person for Atlanta. Pow. Thank you. I don't know. I forgot that. Pow. Thank you. And then who was that plays when Pow Pow's needs to come out? Damn, I forgot the guard. Who was the guard that comes in for Pow Pow? I can't remember. Because it's not Jordan Canada. I can't remember. I'm tripping. Brick City name. Name me the college powerhouse women's teams you have ahead of SC to win it all this coming season. I'm very curious. That's good. It's a good question. I think Chicago is the worst place a rookie could go. Damn. Connecticut is the worst by far. I think all the teams they're not losing by much, guys. The only team that's blowing anybody out is New York. Everybody is not really like that far off on each other. So, in my opinion, I don't think it's like Connecticut is terrible. I think they could win some games. Especially last year when we had people actively sabotaging our rookies. These people let vets get away with too much. No, they do. They do milk away. I have Connecticut winning the Natty again, and I think UCLA is going to win it. And I think that for some reason LSU might surprise South Carolina. So basically, Big City said Connecticut could win the Natty again. What do I think about that? Not a runaway. No, not a runaway. I think you're trying to say UCLA. Let's say UCLA can win my conference. But you're going to be surprised when you see what USC has. But I'm going to let you hold on to that, Brick City, and you come back and we'll talk in college season. And then you think for some reason that LSU might surprise South Carolina. I agree with you on that. It's going to be a dog-eat-dog fight. Chicago has selfish point guard card. I think that Valerie McNair, hey, what's going on, Val? I think you're saying that Chicago has a selfish point guard. I don't think that Sloop means to be selfish, but she is. I agree with you. Ariel has been hot the last 3 games. Yeah, we need to keep getting her the ball. UCLA, we winning it all. I know you got something to say about that when the time comes. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I hear you. I think I didn't have you guys. I didn't have you guys being as good as at all until you added Gianna Neekins. But I want to see how Gianna Neekins plays with all of them. And I don't want you to get. I want you to know that my player Jazzy will be freshman of the year. Clock it. Clock that T. Clock that T. Tulip get to play in Connecticut without jealousy. They get to play in it without jealousy. Plus, they have Tina the T-son. I'm glad Sonya didn't come here for her sake. Yeah. I think Connecticut is like they stick together and they grow together and keep adding nice pieces. Just stick together, so you can have that continuity. That's the problem is they blow up teams. Not everybody, but sometimes it happens in college too. When you keep blowing up teams and having to start over with rookies and transfer portal kids, that you can't gain a continuity with that type of thing. And so that's why I feel like teams that like Connecticut and sometimes South Carolina, they do better because they stick together. Their teams don't get, blown up that much. Especially Connecticut. Because once again, I go on these podcasts and so afraid to throw Don Steady under the bus for South Carolina wounds and a star player, Malaysia to kill. Well, people we're really territorial about our teams, and I want, or opinion, and depending on how you say it, it could rub somebody like the wrong way. Just like people, I crash out too. Like when you come and you criticize without facts, my coach, or you say it's juju ball this, juju ball. We don't have any place for juju. That's the funny thing. And it's a read and react offense. So like if you watch the games, Tebow has carried the ball down all the way down without even making a pass. She's wide open, pulled it. Canine, come all the way down, look, movement, motion happens, and she takes off to the basket. We don't, it's not every time down go to juju. It's not every time down she ever has to touch the ball. Would have been better a little bit if she did, because she'll make the right reads and decisions as well. It's not for her to score every time she gets it, unless it's there. But yeah, Angel has people that aren't that good. Yeah, and but I remember when Maya Moore, Simone Augustus got to the Lynx as the number one draft, right? I think she was in the number one draft in her class. And then I think she got like Lindsay Whalen, and then she got it was like these number one. She had like these number one draft picks. Coach Reeves did. She kept getting them, and then she would get a number one or number two draft class from another, and she would put it together. And then not until like after about 4 years she'd been in the league, she started winning. And then if she didn't win that year, she'd win the next year. Then she didn't win this, she'd win the next year. Or she'd go back to back or something like that. So, but when we looked up, it was like, damn, she got like 4, 5 number one draft picks over there. 1 or 2 draft picks. And it takes time. It'll happen. Same thing, Seattle, they was losing every game, all the time. It was sorry when Super went up there. She got that Lauren Jackson and stuff started to change. She started getting all the bets that were throwaways. She got when her teams would blow up, like a Swing Cash or Tina Thompson left LA. I think Tina Thompson went Comets to there. I think Cheryl Swoops there, and she mixed it in with some new players, of course. And then she come back and she gets Brianna Stewart, and then she gets Jewel. It took time to be a dynasty. Dawn Staley has improved. She can win without a post-up player. This is you. Why do you go with a different name, bro? We hear you without a post-up player. We get it. And so far that seems to ring true. But time will tell. Time will tell. I don't ever want to put anybody in a box to say they can't do something or a team can't do something necessarily because of that theory. But I hear your theory, and time will tell. Will Ryan Howard finally get on a real team? That's the best team Ryan Howard been on. Alicia Gray is playing very well. Yeah, definitely. And her videos from last year, she was bringing the ball up from her hip. Yes, Angels does that. But I seriously don't think they're helping that whatsoever. I think it's gotten better because remember, Lisa worked with it. I think it changed last year. Actually, it did because she came in scooping. You scoop the ball when somebody's directly behind you. But Angels never had somebody to the left, to the back, to the right. And so somebody's on your left, you're going to hook it. Somebody's on your back, you're going to scoop it. Somebody's in front of you, you're going to shoot from behind your head and up. So it's 3 different ways you're going to do it. But she's got boom, 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 boom. And she's trying to take her time. And they're like, she's off balance. She's trying to take she's got the leg planted and she starts to lean back so that they close in. But then, honey, you step forward and they got to give you pivot space. Like, and you got to keep the ball up. But when you keep it up, it can get hit, very easily. So that means all this arm strength, all this triceps, everything has got to be tight and strong. Right? You can sway, you can move around, pivot, whatever. Be ready to bounce out of there, bounce up and out. So it's a lot of stuff she's going to have to learn, but she's also going to have to be aware of her surroundings the whole time to be intentional. Whether you're going straight for the hole, like with a bounce, move, pump fake, head fake, and go, or you're gonna kick it out or dribble it out. Juju, I hope I will hoop you up in basketball. You will, Brick City. Okay, you hoop me up. Probably no. Probably not. No, but I know if I was younger, like who was younger playing, he gonna have a hard time. Needs to fire up his own channel podcast to rip on down and come. Right. I don't know how to fare, but it would be, I don't know how to fare either, right? Tyler, I owe you silly ball fan. Tyler M and his coaching staff double side. I mean, he got all these people people over there. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that the only thing, okay, I want you guys to understand something. And Stephanie White said it, and I want you guys to understand something. When the league starts, and they only got a couple of weeks, right? 2 weeks. And so then they start playing preseason. And then they start the season. There's no real time that they have to practice. They don't even have like 4 days break to practice. Because after they leave, and if they got that 4-day break, right? One of the days is dealt with traveling. You got to give people time to travel, get some rest. You might have an evening practice. Then you're going to have the day before, and that's just a walkthrough. There's really like no time to practice what like game speed, game, what we talked about or what we're going to run. So it's kind of like summer league. Like when you play for a summer league team, it used to be worse than that. So it's really like no time for real, like learning your teammates, new teammates, tendencies, where they like the ball, running this new play that you just learned. That's why the plays look so simplistic, that look like something that we ran in high school or something, college maybe. The same old motion flex, 1-4 high, 1-4 low, stuff like that. Like it, and then the rest look like street ball, because there's no time for them to practice, you guys. Angel is ready, good at a lot of things. I feel that if you bring someone into so-called developmental guru, then she should see some changes. I see the changes already in Angel. But sometimes when you're under pressure, you go back to your bad habits. I thought Tyler was a development. He is, but now he has to act like a head coach, Brazil. I agree with you. The Aces need another point guard and get rid of handicap Chelsea. I think Chelsea's playing better. She's taking more shots, though. They need to get a younger point guard position for their future. Yeah, they need to add another point guard. Plus, that was it's both of their second-year vets with seemingly improvement. I mean, double sucks. There's nothing wrong with Angel's mechanics. You just need some people that can play with her and Cardoso. I don't know why in hell is Kennedy Carter not in the league. I know, Brick City. It's apparently some stuff that we don't know that's going on in the locker room. I think Chicago is going to make it to the playoffs, but I just want development. Me too, Milky Way. The Aces cutting Deja remains unforgivable to me. They couldn't have no choice because of that stupid guaranteed locked-in contract with Kristen Bell, low-key. That's nowhere in the hell the Chicago Sky will make it to the playoffs. They're a lottery team again. Okay. Jazzy is skilled, athletic, versatile, count beast. No disagreements over this year. Thank you. Please don't disagree with me on Jazzy. I've seen enough. I've seen enough with her game. I've just seen enough with her game, and I'm trying to figure out like how if she brings that game that I saw to college, gets stronger, learns Coach B's, Coach Burns' defense. She should fall in love with our the way our offense runs to her liking. Like she's got that green light. Like, girl, if you see that baseline, take it. Damn it, take it. It's open. Score. We need a bucket. She gonna love it. Chicago Sky need to beg Juju Watkins or Sarah Strong to come to their team. Sarah can go. A lot of teams could use Deja Kelly's services, game style, the sun, the sky. I know, I was kind of surprised. The only reason why I think they made a smart move with McDonald's. She's been in the league longer. She's really a floor general. She catches on really quickly, they say. So I think they did. I think I would take Ari before I take Deja. Even though I'm not saying that, there's just more experience there. Heck no, Juju deserves better than Shakta. I wouldn't wish this on any enemy. Milky Way, be quiet. No, but I'll take a lot of people, but Juju needs her place in Cali. Yeah, stay in Cali. That's a better market. She needs to be where there's the market is good to keep her brand up. We made her a household name in L.A. and basically probably California. So I guess if she has to go to Natalie Nicasi, just because Natalie is up tempo, fast pace, that's cool. If she has to go there, to the Bay, because that's me. I'm from the Bay to LA, so LA to the Bay. I'm just being selfish where I want to see her. Watch you. We both gonna be diehard Valkyrie fans. I know. If that's a Juju Watkins, but I know I'm about to tell you how it is when I go Saturday. I'll tell you how it is, but they say Courtney, the Lynx, Courtney and Natasha Heidelman, they said hands down, they were like, those fans out there. She said, man, did you hear that crowd out there? She said, I've never seen anything like that. Every time a ball went into the basket, they were screaming. So you would think they were had cut the lead to 2. They'd be down 14 and get excited about a basket going in against us, as if it were that they just cut the lead down to 2. She said that's how they get. That's how loud. I said, yeah, that's how we are. That's how we are in the Bay. Even when we had Sacramento Monarchs, that's how the Monarchs ended up winning the championship. We're an expansion team. Hadn't been in a team very long. Oh my God, the battles between the Monarchs and Lisa Leslie and the Lakers. I mean Sparks, sorry. And then Phoenix and Lisa Leslie and the Sparks was hell too. And then freaking Comets stopped us from winning a championship. We had to go through the Comets. I mean, Lisa Leslie was determined. We got that back to back. We got Nika Teasley and Natasha Byers and stuff like that. Like when we got that team, man, and they had they were full on the bench. I had friends that was on the bench playing for them, and we were doing whatever we could, scratch and crawl to get us a championship. And that's how you gotta be. That's how you gotta be. You might have beef with a lot of teams, like we did. New York, we had beef with, but San Antonio, that team. Later, when Candace got into the league, they stopped us from getting into the final. Not only when Candace got there, she gets the Rookie of the Year, she gets the MVP. We're trying to get to the playoff, but then Lisa was just back after the baby, so she wasn't fully, in full. And they were just so young, Candace. It was just, they was going out, out her head, and it was just a lot. No way they're gonna let the ball draft Juju and Lauren. Why not? It can happen like that because if both, you know what I'm saying? It can happen like that because both are number ones. If they're not at the bottom, you can get back to back number ones. The box, Brick City. What is wrong? What's wrong about Ariel? Yeah, what's wrong with Ariel? Give Ariel time. She got that kind of personality. I can't see. Desperate Chicago as they got Courtney managed to Ariel's our best player. Jacob Perot, Lauren will come out this year and Juju the following year. It's a possibility if the Valkyries are really bad for a few years. Yeah, but so far, RC, they ain't bad. It's Connecticut. What we gonna send Juju to? We gonna send Juju to Connecticut? Maybe Sarah get to stay home. Ariel just don't fit with Chicago's guys. She does not look like she's happy to play with this guy. Really? He's a real quarterback. Really? You don't think Ariel look like Ariel? She looks fine. I seen her protecting Angel from getting into it with Melissa. She likes them. What's your opinion on Money Martin? Money Martin had a good game last week, right? She's starting to get comfortable. She's starting to get out of her shell. She looked like she was talking some trash. Like she was really back to herself. So back-to-back number one pick. So I think so. I think Jacob. I think it's happened before. I check with the links where I've seen that, or every other year or something like that. Like even Indiana. No, because I think Nelissa was number 2, then Boston was number 1, and then came Clark. So that was Indiana Fever had a back-to-back. So you know, you never know how it can work, Jacob. You can't just go off a record. Somebody could actually like trade and get the number 1 pick. There's a lot of things that could happen that made it happen that way. Brick City, are you really going to start a channel? Brick City, are you really going to start a channel? RC is joining you. Chicago need prayer. So many principalities is coming against them. Okay, speaking of spirituality, spiritual warfare, right? No weapons formed against them so prosper. They better claim it. You got to be more than a conqueror. But the strange thing is, a lot of these in the WNBA, a lot of these players don't not like to throw the ball down to the paint to post up. And I don't understand because they don't trust that it's not going to get picked off. Yeah, you're right. I just think she needs minutes at RC, Jacob. Right now, it's Fees Award salute. Break it down now. It's Fees Award. But what about Lisa Gray? Who will lose first, Jacob, or the Lynx or the Liberty? I'm asking. I think the Lynx will lose first. Remind me of what I said, okay? I think the Lynx. Remind me of what I said, okay, RC? I meant, no, the WNBA would let that happen. Yeah, it happens. Remember, I just told you, like, B and Boston and Clark back to back. That's what you're talking about. I really wanted B to get this one after what happened last year. I know. Oh yeah, so I forgot to talk about. So Uriel reportedly requested a trade from Seattle. Thank you, Jose Gate, for reminding me of that. Hit that like button and subscribe button for me, Jose Gate. And apparently, they're launching another investigation against the Seattle Storm. This time, Lee Uru is asked to be traded away. And as you know before, there was allegations made by and mentioned again by Seattle former guard Jewel Lloyd, who's now with the Aces, implying that there were some unhappy conditions. This investigation has something to do with safety issues, whatever that might be, some kind of issue of security. So, security investigation. So I don't know what all that safety, like somebody is being harmed. Is it security, meaning financial security? Like I don't know. And we don't know. And even when on a podcast that Jewel was on, like she was just like, however it gotta be, I don't care where I go. Like she's just acting like, oh my God, I gotta get out of here, And they launched an investigation, they found nothing. So it's funny because one of the coaches I actually spent time with and know from their college years, like been to their place, been to my home, been out. Hanging out and stuff like that. I know them, watched them play since high school, and I think she's a wonderful person, cool peeps. No one's an angel, but at the same time, I think, everybody can't handle being yelled at or coaching style or, even you got a really type A personality when it comes to Skylar Diggins. You know what I'm saying? I think she's a no hold bars, does not pull punches, direct type of teammate. And maybe some people can't handle that. I don't know. But sometimes some people are fine with it. Erica Wheeler is thriving. Okay? Erica Wheeler couldn't be happier. And frankly, frankly, she looks happier. She's playing better. She looks in tremendous shape. Gabby is playing much better. NECA, I got in the MVP race. Skylar doing her thing as per usual. They're bringing the rook Dominique Malunga along like developing her, not rushing her, not throwing her out there, not putting all this expectation on her. Izzy McLemore seems to be fine. I don't know what when looking at them, I don't see Lee. What did you want? What was you like 4th round when you came out like with in Dana's class? Like, what did you looking for? So I don't know. I was speaking about Rakia from a brother's point of view. Of course, this is my bad misunderstanding. Okay, Jeff. You look at your sister's bitty itty titties or something you were saying. That's what they were talking about. All right, Dallas is in disarray just like Connecticut too. Maybe they're not as bad at I think they're trying to find themselves, and I think the coaches are too. I think I had Coach Johnson, Sidney Johnson. I was like, Coach of the year, Coach of the year, Coach of the year, but he let me down. A couple of games that he could have won, should have won. That's on a kind of like on a timeout, on a rotation, on a coaching and talking to your point guard, like chill out. Stop rushing. Be more, like get control when you see. Don't let the lead get way up and you got KiKi sitting on a goddamn bench and then you bring her in and then you want her to chop that lead down like as a rookie, like chill. And you know what I'm saying? What was working right? What was the combination? There's a couple of times she's doing some things like Sid Johnson, Mr. Johnson, Coach Johnson. Like, you are really doing a disservice. And you have a fantastic group of players that want to win. And KiKi is coming from that. Like, she has unrequited loss for not going to the Natty this year as a result of her teammate suffering an untimely injury that left a huge hole in the USC Trojans. So there's something still there left over that she has a hunger and a thirst for. You better feed on it. Never mind that she's a rookie. You better get the team to get behind her and feed off of her poise and her composure and take this team. I had you for Coach of the Year, like just for taking the Mystics from the cellar to the playoffs high. But now I got to look at Coach over at Atlanta Dream as my Coach of the Year. Atlanta Dream Coach of the Year, like, because, like, you blowing it. Breonna Turner, Lee Rue, make it happen in the Fevers. You want Lee Rue over there Indiana? Okay. Oh, my bad. Kennedy Carter has CC curse on her. CC to take the curse, though. Kennedy Carter can play basketball. Jacob, aces aren't as special as they used to be. In other words, good, not great. I agree with that. All right, just got a delivery. Okay, it was locker room issues that were, that's what they were alleged for Kennedy. Yeah. Dude, what about Kia Stokes for Lee Rue? Would you do this? I would do it. Loose offense. It's so funny because every time we're looking at Kia Stokes and we're thinking like, yep, it's time to go. It's time to go. Like, Kitley got in the game and Kitley was kind of balling, right? I was like, oh, finally I can see Kitley. Let's get Kitley going. Let's see how this works. Like, give her some minutes. Give her some minutes with, the big dogs and stuff. So Kitley does, this one game she does really well, whatever. Like, I can see the potential with Nye and her. So then Kia comes in, hits a three, and it's like she beefing with somebody on the miss. I don't know what team it was. She tried to show some emotion like she cared. And everybody was like, oh, okay, we're gonna keep Kia. So she like sometimes when it feel like her name is out there in Twitter spaces and while we got her, what's she doing? Then she kind of wake up. And if that's the only thing that's gonna wake you up, sis, like you're not giving like Asia no reprieve, you know what I'm saying? You're not anchoring her like you used to. You maybe this isn't the place for you, you know what I'm saying? And maybe you'll thrive somewhere else, I mean, look at Izzy Harrison. She got blessed. She going to the New York Liberty, and New York Liberty have a chance to get her a ring. Her and her boo thing. That's the cloud. Sometimes change is good. Change is good. Everybody needs to stop freaking out about change. Change can be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a change could be exactly what you're looking for. A blessing is just around the corner, but you trying to hold on tight to something, and it's like, let it go. So, you know, the real thing, the good thing, probably can't even come. You feel me? You laughing, book away. I need Deja Kelly, Serena Sundell in the league. Unfortunately, I might have to wait until Toronto. Yeah, Toronto, Portland. We need to get like Deja, Serena Sundell. What about Bree Hall? Bree Hall, maybe. I don't know. Some people don't even see Bree Hall really being in the league, but Bree Hall and who was that was let go. I think my sellers, Cheyenne, need to get healed, get her folk, get married, whatever it is she got going on. That distraction on out of the way, and get on back to the league. Someone has said in the live stream that Dominique Malonga should be a third round draft pick or a draft. Oh, Jacob, you said that. Ain't nobody said that. I personally felt Dominique should have enjoyed college. Okay. Yes, I'm going to start a channel, and he's welcome, and you can say whatever you want to say, and I guarantee you there'll be no such thing in kicking people out the chat. It's a free country, so come on. Sounds good. Sounds good. And I mean, there's channels for everybody. There's going to be a channel. There should be channels for everybody. There should be channels for everybody that may have an opportunity to have a debate and a panel, that as long as everybody can listen and hear one another. That may disagree. You may have a day for that, and just go at it and give your points, give your facts, and debate on it. Follow up with the receipts and see, like, okay, well, who was right? I think they have that anyway. I think there's channels out there that say some crazy ass shit. Sometimes I think it's AI is like, what are you talking about? Like, what did you just say? You know what I'm saying? Like something that didn't even occur. Like I give you an example. They'll talk about the incident with Cece and Angel. Right now, Angel's the one who gets the hard foul, gets the shove and the push down. But then they make the thing all about Angel being. How did Angel get on a bad side of all of this? So, yeah. Leon Scum. Nobody cares until Clayton Clark returns. Okay, Leon. Women's basketball is currently irrelevant until Cece comes back. Okay. Cool. Leon Scum speaks for everyone. Yeah. Listen to his name. Who died and made you the Jesus of all basketball? Leon, it's irrelevant. But you're here. You clowns lack any form of intelligence. Scum, CC isn't even playing yet, but yet here you are talking about basketball. I was waiting for that one, Bazil. No, actually, I heard something said that. I think your said like that. Give your facts, not your free BBs. I thank God my mindset is not that small. There's more than one player in the WNBA. As much as I love Juju, there's more than one player in college basketball than her. I just said they ain't better than her. Potentially, potential-wise. But if we were talking about what was happening at the moment, like, overall at the moment, like, what are we looking? We're looking at stats. We're looking at, but I look at the impact to their team, impact with their team. Like, you can just tell when somebody is not going. Like, I was watching Asia in the beginning of the season, and she wasn't even going full ham. She was like trying to pass the ball, trying to get other people involved, but she wasn't going like. So and then when she tried to pick it up and go, it was like it wasn't really like. It was kind of like it wasn't really like. I mean, she was like, keep up with her. So then she got white t-shirt determined, and she just, like, right before the Seattle game and the Seattle game, she was like, bump that. Like, I'm Asia goddamn Wilson. What we talking about here? And she just started, like, she just, you know what I'm saying? So they know how to turn it on and off. So Unrighteousness cannot see truth. Unrighteousness cannot see truth. Only in America can a victim get treated like a perpetrator. Right? Isn't that crazy? I don't stand with Caitlyn fans like Leon. They'll jump in front of a train if Caitlyn Clark told them to. And it's just, they don't see how hurtful that is. How hurtful it is to root on your player, for your player, but the constant comparisons and not celebrating what others bring to the game, and especially others from Cece's class. Cece was ranked 4th in high school class. Paige was 1, Angel was 2, Van Les was 5th, and so on and so forth, right? Cardoso was in there somewhere. I might get Cardoso and them mixed up, but bottom line is, like, she's just now putting on these shoes and crown, and she's impacted the game with attention to the game. But what you got to remember is, when you see somebody like me who's of age of watching basketball well before the W, well before the NCAA ever existed for the women, and you want me to get excited about her, and I really have seen players just like her, but because we don't have technology and the type of social media, the way that media and women's sports was not covered the same, they didn't, certain players didn't get the same glow up that Clark has the pleasure of having. And so because of it, you don't know about them. You don't know why. Like, you got to move me. Like, you got to do things that I just really haven't seen before. For me to be on this cloud 9 that they're sitting on with her. Like, she just looked like, like, I like airborne. There's no lift. There's no, but she be doing some stuff. Like, she be spinning it, turn this way, faking them out. And I be cracking up because I was like, you guys are letting this girl, like, take you in a circle and out sprint you to the cup. I'll be like, okay, Caitlyn, okay, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Or she'd be on a break with a transition and she'd throw this dime pass bounce pass right through everybody. And I'm like, that's just some crazy, lazy stuff right there. Like, so I see the things that Caitlyn can do and I applaud them. But I also see the things that other people do too. So I don't really have anything that, like, for me, that makes me go stand up like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So when I get excited and I say, like, tell me about a game like Paige had 46-14. I can't believe she did this in the pro. 46 points. Was it 46 points? Or am I dreaming? 46 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists and 4 blocks. Did she really have that? Somebody check that for me. Or Juju with 38 and 38, 11, 8, and 5 and 5. Like, nobody in the NBA, WNBA, college, men or women, had that this year. Like, you feel me? Like, you gotta be like, ooh, like. So I can't think of a stat like with Caitlyn. I'm just like, Julie, what about all the triple doubles that she's had? I don't even remember them. Like, I can't even rattle them off. Like, what's Caitlyn's triple double number? Like, tell me, was it like 13, 10, 11? Well, 13, 10 boards, 11 assists, steals, blocks. Like, what is her number? Maddie Westball was ahead of Caitlyn too. Maddie Westball was ahead of Caitlyn. No, how could that be? Caitlyn was 4. Okay, I think Caitlyn was like 4th ranked. Her sister Catherine over there in Phoenix is balling. By the way, are we demanding affirmative action for fans too? I don't even know what that means. Affirmative action, bro. Affirmative action. This is their place of employment, and this is what they're doing. And affirmative action what did that have to do with like diversity or something like that, inclusiveness or what have you? Because, there was a time when black people couldn't even play. The game was segregated. And it wasn't that long. And I believe it wasn't until a Texas coach actually allowed, for Negroes to play basketball. So goddamn it, yes, if affirmative action is that's what you want to goddamn call it, because you was too scared to let us play in the game. And you was too scared to allow all black starting five. Isn't that weird? All black starting five. Now, what did that have to goddamn do with anything that the color of their skin, that all five black players could not be on the court at the same time? You want to know what it meant? It's because your scary asses can't get up with us. Just like you got Nigeria Kennedy from Texas Tech that left Stanford University. And I believe she probably wasn't even at Stanford under some affirmative action shit. And comes and plays for Texas Tech. And guess what she did? She single-handedly threw every single pitch to defeat the Oklahoma Sooners. You know who the Oklahoma softball team, the one that dominates and wins every goddamn year? But there was a time when you wouldn't even allow, and it was unspoken, that you would have a black woman on the mound, a black player. Just the way you didn't allow black players to be quarterbacks, because genetically you didn't think that a black man was smart enough to be able to run and quarterback a team. So yeah, if affirmative action is what you want to call it, is needed, then goddamn it, it's needed. But you the one that's putting a label on it. So don't come in here, Miss Zizum, or whatever your damn name is, trying to bring up and be funny. The affirmative action would be for your ass. Elizabeth Kitley needs to go play with Georgia Amore. Man, I hope Georgia Amore is going to be as good as everybody suggests. I really do. YouTube is full of enough Caitlin Clark butt kissers online. They pretend she has no fault. They don't realize she's not Jesus Christ. You would think they worship her a little bit. Idol worship is a sin, bro. I believe Brink was third. Was it Brink? Oh yeah, I think Brink was third. About Brink, she's in that class of 2022. 2020 was a kind of deep kind of class, huh? Bree Hall should have had to learn how to be a point guard because she would be in the lead right now. Yep, she probably would. You made that point on the show. She probably would have a spot. She looks too lanky and stuff like that. I don't see her being a point guard for the pros. KiKi is what Angel Reese should be. Love the rookies in Washington. I love the rookies in Washington. Angel is exactly who she needs to be and does exactly what she needs to do. There's things that she can do that I don't think yet KiKi and them are doing as well. And that getting her team second chance possessions. Jacob said, "Who the TF are y'all?" I would ignore Mrs. ignorance. I will. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Name Angel. The word angel stirs up devils. Oh, okay. I'm going to make a purpose of. Oh God, I'm not going to read anything like that. Don't mention any other people's chats in here. Brick City, don't say nothing negative. Thank you, Milky Way. Brick City says some things you can keep to yourself. Thank you, RC. Some things you can just keep to yourself. Brick City, we want no problems with anyone, okay? Thank you, Chad. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys joining me. I think I got everything I wanted to say about the WNBA Rookie of the Month appreciation for KiKi Iriafen. I can't say it enough. I can't congratulate her enough. We got a lot of more months to go, right? We're just getting done with May. So it'll be interesting to see who will dominate the Rookies of the Month. Or will we go back and forth, with who's going to be Rookie of the Month, and then will it come down to like really like this tough selection? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just excited to see my Projan. I'm just super excited because that I have to be biased on that because that's really what my show is about. Will I be going live tomorrow? Sure, if you'd like me to, I will. Have somewhere to be. What time to get? I think I should be able to make. If I'm a little late, you guys hang tough. Wait for me, okay? Wait for me. I'll try to jump up here. I think there's going to be a lot of games. What tomorrow's Thursday? Because I think like Friday they have a lot of games. It might be like 1 or 2 tomorrow, but yeah. So come with me. Come back here. Check it out. Be sure to hit the post notification button so that you can get any of my time that I jump up here, even if I don't set it. But I want to thank all of you guys for joining me, participating in this conversation. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, don't forget to share my channel across your social media platforms because believe it or not, when you have done so, I've gained other subscribers and I've met new people coming through. Sometimes I even get like comments. Even if you don't catch my show when I'm live, go back and just, fast forward, scroll through, listen to it. You'd be surprised. It flows easily. You'll be able to keep up with the comments. And then you can even throw a comment as well. Throw a comment in and I'll respond to all of you. But it's about 2:26. I'm going to take the rest of this time to kind of check out some games that I haven't seen, relax, go get some sun. You guys do the same and meet me here back tomorrow, possibly in the morning, more than likely for the game. But until then, fight on. Peace.